borades and a dozer just went by. Isn't that good? Rescue mission tonight. Not the night that we had planned, but ironically, I had just started the truck up and I had the little buddy trailer ready to rock and roll with the winch and everything on it. You guys didn't know I got the little buddy trailer so I could pick up parts rigs, project trucks, and good trucks that apparently need a little bit of help every once in a while. We were headed to go look at a second gen tonight, and I had money in the mobile safe, and the trailer was hooked up just in case we made a deal on the old rig, and I was waiting for my uncle to pick up his grandkids so that we could go down and look at this truck. Well, he just called and he said truck died, and he has Taylor's old truck, which is a 2012 2500 Dodge, and we were having some issues with it, and he hadn't really drove the truck too much, and the latest issue was the rail sensor we thought was acting up. It had done that before, not sure what the problem was, so put a new rail sensor in it. He's driven a couple hundred miles and literally just blew apart. So obviously we got no rail pressure, so she ain't gonna start. So I'm gonna go pick him up and his grandkids. Yeah. I still get a pickup truck tonight. The trailer gets to get used. That's a perk. Hey, I see him up there. I gotta find a spot to turn around. Crank it. Well, I'm glad I brought the jump pack because we'd have been screwed. The battery just took a crap. Turn to the left. Okay. Oh yeah, you can turn left a little bit more, just a little bit. All right, there you go, straight. Turn to the right. Get it, little winch. Glad I charged that jump pack because we wouldn't have stood a chance. Well, you didn't make it too far. The dang school's right there. Well, that didn't go as planned. Oh, there's some shit over there. Yeah, go. You moved, but then why'd you stop? Uh-oh. Keep it straight. Oh. Oh, rolled out. Where'd it go?
Uh-oh. He dropped it.
Oh, you switch in? I can have chocolate milk? Thank you.
As far as I remember, didn't order a cheap one. Oh, just freaking shotgunned right out the middle. Wow.
Hold it a little closer. Yeah, I just blew that thing apart.
There's your problem right there.
Yeah. No wonder all the dash lit up, huh?
The dash lit up, son of a gun. Well, the other end of it fell off, but I think that's gonna be your problem right there.
Brand new.
70 miles.
Yeah.
Less than 100.
About 100 miles. Right at 100 miles, yep.
Well, that definitely wasn't how I anticipated today to go. Hustle and hustle, hustle. Fire the truck up, get the phone call. My uncle, truck broke down. So you can't win them all, but try to recover the best you can. Luckily, he didn't drive off the freaking trailer. I don't know what was up with that. I think I'm going to unload him from now on myself. But story on that truck and how it became part of this organization is about 5 or so years ago. Taylor and I had been dating for a little while. She used to drive a little car. Not little, but pretty small compared to a truck. And she misjudged somebody pulling across traffic. That person coming down the road was actually speeding. She didn't quite make the gap, and she tried to accelerate even so, and it tagged the back of her car. She didn't feel safe driving a small rig anymore, so I decided, well, if we're going to get her a truck, might as well make it count. Let's get a diesel. I know what's going on under the hood. Price point, it's not too much more expensive, and you got better fuel mileage. The list goes on. So at the time, I was really trying to find an early 3rd gen short box crew cab truck, because that'd just be, I mean, they're sweet no matter what. Automatic, of course, but I couldn't find one for a reasonable price, and I found this 2012 4th gen crew cab short box. One owner, a cowgirl, owned it out in the middle of Nevada. She towed a horse trailer all over the freaking states, and it was one owner. So I was like, let's go up there and check it out. Super nice couple, intimidating was her husband, I'll give it that much. He was mad that I was going to buy that truck from him. They had some other issues they needed to sell the truck to pay for, so he was a little bit bitter on it, but didn't try to talk down on the price at all because it was such a good deal. Met with them about a week or so later at their bank, paid it off, drove it 100 plus miles home. Truck worked perfectly fine. Smogged it, did all that mess. About a month or so later, had a code pop up. Happened to be a fuel rail pressure sensor. So I didn't think too much of it. I was like, truck's pushing 200,000 miles. Man, honestly, at the time, 2012 truck, and it was like 2018. I think it was only like 5-6 years old. Yeah, wow, that truck was pretty freaking new when we got it. Come to think of that, wow. Anyway, so I put a new sensor on it. Didn't have that problem ever again. And Taylor Daly drove that thing for a couple of years. I did some experiments with it because people said, oh, you can trans tune a 68 RFE. And I thought, all right, let's see what that's about. What a crock of crap. People say, oh, you can't tune an Iacin, but you can tune a 68. I'm going to go with that crappy trans because you can tune it. I didn't notice any kind of difference. It felt just the same. Honestly, that trans felt better if you put it in tow haul. Figure that out. I also did some stuff to make the fuel economy go up, and the truck sounded really nice when I did that. But then we started having little ones, and Taylor couldn't justify driving the crew cab truck with some little ones in the back. Slow down. Little ones in the back, plus a big German Shepherd and occasionally Boone. The German Shepherd's uncoordinated. We didn't want it stepping on a kid. So we ended up getting a Chevy Traverse, which is a medium-sized suburban kind of a deal. But it's got 3rd row seats, so it's plenty of trunk room for the dogs to ride in it. And now we got 2 little ones, so we definitely would have ran out of room with the dogs. But her truck sat for a little while and ended up developing a kind of a code when I put the parts back on it and made the fuel mileage go back down. And I just didn't have enough time to deal with it. I never got around to it, and it just sat. So I told my uncle, since he's always helping out, I got a good deal on the truck. I give him an even better deal on this rig. And, you know, he's good with that kind of deal. Let's see if we can figure it out. Ended up being that freaking ECM at this point in time is the only thing that cured some of these check engine lights. And so we got all those taken care of. And then we got the fuel rail sensor code pop back up again. I don't actually know the code number, but I'm just telling the story with you guys right now to kill the evening. And so I said, all right, I'll order you a sensor for this thing. I'll do a little bit of digging around, see if I can find one. These sensors are $400 at the dealership. I go on Amazon and they're $20. I'm like, what the hell's the difference here? I'm like, I probably put a $30 one in it 5 years ago. Didn't have trouble with it till now. But just to be on the safe side of things, I bought a $70 one off of eBay. eBay seems a little bit more cutting edge and more reputable. That $70 one lasted about 100 miles. Blew the guts out of it. Lost part of the plug-in. Luckily, it didn't hurt the harness or blow something apart. If you didn't know, a common rail sets around 6,000 to 7,000 PSI at idle. Pressure relief pops at 26,000 with wide open throttle. I'd say on a regular basis, you're just in the teens on the pressure. Lot of pressure going on in there. So I have no idea why this one blew apart. Being the fact it was triple the price of what everybody else wanted online. So I have no idea why it did that. It's got the pressure relief valve still in the circuit. And I'm going to put the question out to you guys. If you've had this issue ever before, comment, let me know. But that's the story on that truck. So technically, I mean, the Cowgirl, original owner, Taylor and I are a second owner, but part of my uncle being still in the family, and it's still titled to us. It's a 200 truck still. But man, I couldn't believe that. He said it made a nasty pop and it blew that rail sensor apart. What in the world? You ever seen something like that? Comment below if you have. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.